controversial. Data is a new gold. That's why it's important to track the market and understand the trends. Dr. Alim Hamitov, CEO of Most Ventures, co-founder and managing partner of Most Holding, will be presenting the research of the Central Eurasia VC market, unlocking the potential of Kazakhstan and the results of Most Ventures Fund. So please welcome Alim Hamitov on the stage with your applause. Thank you very much. Alim, how do you feel yourself today?
Doing well.
Great. So, ladies and gentlemen, Alim Hamitov will start his presentation right now. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, guys. Thanks for being on this session. It's me again. So, we are, as the most, on the market for 12 years. As we said at the beginning of the forum, we started our business in 2011. We started the business incubator, do a lot of trainings and stuff, and as long as we grow, we see how the market grows. So my presentation basically is about the Central Eurasian venture market. Now I would love to talk not about only Central Asia. So when we say Central Asia, I mean all STAN countries, right? Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and others. But I'm really happy that even today we have some partners from Azerbaijan, Georgia, Armenia, and we started this dialogue. And as an investor, we truly believe that we should be smart invest. It means that we should help them to enter other markets, and we can help other partners on the market to enter Kazakhstan, let's say. So in my presentation, which will be pretty short, I would love to give you an example how the market really grows, how the market or venture market really grows in Kazakhstan, in the region. That's why I put it how we can unlock the potential of Kazakhstan. Recently, we made a research. I would say it's one of the fullest research of the venture market for several years. And we decided that still we don't have any other research or the document where we say, okay, here's the numbers, here's the startups, here are the success stories, here's the exits, and blah, blah, blah. So we decided that we should do the research by ourselves. So on the last slide, it will be the QR code. So if you haven't seen our research, I recommend you to download it. It's 46 pages. You can actually see a lot of facts, and here's just some interesting facts that shows that the market is growing. So you can see that in 2011 we got only 12 deals, let's say, but in 2022 we got how much? More than 80. Okay, more than 90, let's say. And I would say that you see these red and gray zones, and it's still a sign that we should work hardly to make it all red. So what it means that not all the deals that happen in the market are public. It means we can all invest with all of you, but maybe we will not publish it, right? We won't say that we invested into this startup. But we end up with a number that is 35 companies who got funded, but is many more. And the rest, the gray zone, is basically shows that other deals were not public. It means that they happened, but they're not public. It means that the companies over there. So this number is growing, and there are 175 number of deals happened, and the amount is 87 million. I wouldn't say it's a big number, yes, if we compare it to Europe and US, but still, we see this number is growing. As a Central Asia, I would say the amount is up to 120 million. So the Kazakhstan is 87 and 120 is for Central Asia. One of the good signs for growing of the market is basically that we are not seeing only the deals where the checks was so small, like startup got 100K or 200, 500K. Basically, we now see that we see the deals where there is 3 million and more happening. It means that's why I'm really happy that there are more than 25 funds, venture funds here on the forum. It means that they are looking for companies which are growing and they can give checks more than 3 million. Another factor is that we have M&As. The startups are making exits. This is the case when usually the investors say, okay, I invest, but who's going to buy after me, right? Who's going to buy my shares? So here's an example of growing number of M&A transactions. It's just some of them. I think you already know that Kaspi bought Santa Fe, right? Freedom bought Paybox, I don't know. It's interesting that IT outsourced companies are also the companies who, which were bought. It's like international investors. So HR Messenger was bought by Avita, so it was acquired by Avita. So it's all good signs that our startups are good, they create good products, and there is potential acquirer. As a fund, for sure, we would love to proceed with the development, would love to participate in many stories in supporting the startup. So as I said, we're doing this from 2011, but as of now, our 10 million fund, in 1.5 years, we invested 3 million. Just to make it clear, our check is between 100, 200K per startup. As of now, we invested in 16 companies, and as a proof that our startups are doing good, that our portfolio has grown up to 3x. So it's a good sign for investors who would love to support the early stage startups. You can really get up to 3x in more than 1.5 years. Of course, it's a question of how you select, where you find the startups, and so on, but the companies are growing. Luckily, we know that up to 4 companies from our portfolio already got offers from potential investors who would love to buy them. So it's a good sign, and also our startups growing, and no one has died as of now. So we see that as a fund, how we are different from other funds, and it's always about how you would love to be competitive. We think that we have one of the extensive pipelines. It means that in 1 year, we usually look at up to 1,000 applications, 1,000 applications from the companies, and we chose only 10 or 15 to invest. So you see the gap, right? So it's a gap of more capital needed. We see that we have an efficient team. We are pretty proficient in English law, so our fund is registered in AIFC. So we know that we can make the deals in the right way. We can say in safe agreement, option agreement, convertibles and stuff. And we are not just cash givers, right? So we try to be a value investor, value added investor. So we really help our startups through our network to scale to global markets. Since we as a fund, we understand that even Central Eurasia is small. So we help them to scale and grow. We are sector agnostic, and I would always say it will be the privilege to focus only on one vertical. Let's say if we have oil and gas, it will be good to have, I don't know, oil tech companies, right? Gas tech, I know, mining tech. But unfortunately, as of now, we cannot say that we have one vertical, which is, let's say, our advantage as a country, so we can build the big stories. Not now. That's why we really look on people, on the team, and what they do. So you can see here, it's just kind of diversification, right? We invest in fintech. We have even geotech. We really like that we have some startup from this field. It's closer to deep tech, HR tech, and others. So if there's any startup here who'd love to pitch us, we have a space over there. So let us know what you do, and we'll be happy to consider your investment into you. So we also, as I said, it's all about visibility, not just us as a most, but also as a region. So it means that we cannot build a unicorn. Yes, we can build somehow in some verticals, let's say in the region. You can really do this. I always argue with that can you build a unicorn here in the region? Yes, you can. But we understand that we try to find the high potential companies. And here's just an example of what our early stage investments really made. As an example, One Vision, it's a fintech online acquiring system. Yes, maybe it's not a rocket science, but still they are already in 5 countries. So they are now in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, Indonesia, and Australia. And the startup did it just in 1 year. Adapt, maybe recently you saw that they created Adapt. It's the name of the company. They created a Go chat. It's an app which allows you to create your digital twins. So you can create basically your virtual copy. and it's gonna talk like you talk with others. And these guys actually scale into Europe, US, and Latam, and they don't almost have any clients here in Kazakhstan, let's say. And Clockster, one of the popular stories, they started it here, but now they're in Indonesia, and luckily they found this product market fit and they really grow. So our startup now not worse than others, so they do the stories, and we think that it proves that we have great talents and potential. I'll try to make it short. So we know that we cannot spray investments and pray that they will win. We cannot do this. That's why we have our investment readiness acceleration program. It just has two goals. So if you're the startup, let's say, and you would love to find how to grow faster, not like 20-30% per year or per month. It should be like 200-300% per year. This is about the scaling, this is about the venture. For the most time, the startups do good stuff at the beginning. They know what they do, but they don't know how to grow faster, how to grow further. That's why we created this program. And you know what? The companies that we usually find and who go through the program, they are the fast-growing companies. So One Vision, Uvu, EasyDep, and Dolon, maybe you know some of them. They are our graduates. And you see the checks that they already got as graduates. I mean, they really find the right product, the right traction, and they grow. And lastly, as I said at the beginning, we truly believe that our market has more potential and more need for the support. So as a fund, we know that we should grow our geographic coverage. That's why we invited our guests from all over the world, and I'm really happy that we have this fund. We know that we still need to be sector agnostic and support more startups. And lastly, we started to talk with institutional investors. I'm happy that we have IFC, EBRD here. They are institutional investors. They truly believe in our region. And what they say, we should make more impact investment. It means that we should find the companies who can truly solve the problems of millions of people and do it in eco way. Kind of green tech, climate tech, female founders, supported companies, financial inclusion and stuff. So we created the second fund. We're still doing the first fund, by the way. It doesn't mean that we're going to stop the first one. We know that we have a lot of companies on early stage, and as a first fund, we're going to invest for 1 more year. So we have 3 years of investment period. Half of it is already finished. And for more than 1.5 years, we're going to invest as a first fund. We plan to invest for up to 10 companies more from the first fund. But we know that as a fund manager, we see the wide pipeline. Recently, as a team, we made an analysis, and you can imagine we end up with a list of companies who are asking for more than 45 million. It's not like any company were in the list. It is filtered list. It means that we know these companies, and they're really good, and they're really looking for funding. So with our first 10 million fund, we cannot cover the whole need. That's why we decided that we're going to create the 30 million fund. I hope that we can onboard our first investors by late fall, and we're going to start invest from there. Why it's different? The check that we plan to give start from 500K to 1 million. In the first fund, as a reminder, again, I said it's comfortable for us to give you like 100K, the max. And again, we will support Central Asian founders or Central Eurasian founders, and would love to see more, let's say, Kazakh or Uzbek guys somewhere in the world who do great stuff, but they're already there. And we are lucky and happy to meet them, since in our portfolio, by the way, we have invested in startups with a, let's say, Kazakh founder, but his team developing them here, but the market is there in US. So you can imagine as investors, totally different valuations, totally different opportunities. So that's basically our fund story. We're happy We'll be happy to collaborate with you. As a fund, I invite you to go to our website so you can scan and see our portfolio and how we support startups. And also, as I said, I invite you to go and download the research that we made. So it's a second QR code. By the way, we also published today our Almaty research. So if you would love to know more about what is going on specifically in Almaty, please join. And second research, or third one, that we'd love to do, it will be about Central Asia. So I hope that we can do this by fall. So this is our story. If you are the investor, angel, startup, always happy to talk. And yeah, thank you very much.
Alim, thank you.
A little bit sick, yeah.
Yeah.
Можно сразу? Да, Серик, пойдем.
Конечно.
Я знаю, что кто выходит после меня. Я сразу хотел несколько слов сказать от нас, потому что мы всецело постарались поддержать проект. Где-то, наверное, в январе-феврале к нам пришел, всем известный Досум Сатпаев и поделился крутой идеей, да? Я думаю, сейчас Досум сам больше расскажет, но поделился крутой идеей о том, что нужно, наверное, как раз копнуть, а какое технологическое будущее у нас, у нашей страны, у нашего региона. И в частности, некоторые страны лидируют, некоторые остаются, да, где-то following, да, следуют за ними. И где мы? Где мы, как Казахстан, что мы можем создать действительно на мир и какой у нас потенциал? Потому что очень много стереотипов по этой тематике вообще, да, особенно про венчур. Честно говоря, я всегда повторяю, что когда говорят венчур, все думают про молодого человека или девушку на самокате со смузи в руках, который что-то делает, но что он делает непонятно, и где там бизнес и так далее. На самом деле это не так, поэтому, когда Досум пришел, мы сказали, все круто, мы занимаемся венчур, поддержкой стартапов, мы всецело готовы поддержать проект. И я лично скажу, мое мнение, по итогу была написана книга, это очень круто, за такой короткий период была написана книга, Досум сейчас расскажет больше деталей, это просто, мне кажется, кладезь мнений, разносторонних мнений, знаний о том, куда мы идем и как мы идем, и что нам нужно делать. Но я бы сказал так, я бы хотел призвать, особенно молодежь, которая здесь, я считаю, что в этой книге есть эта какая-то большая идея, куда мы должны идти. Вот именно IT какая-то, да, идея. Какое мы место на технологической карте должны занять. Поэтому такое короткое вступление. Досум, спасибо большое, что вы сделали большой этот труд. Мы очень рады, что мы приложили немного усилий туда. Поэтому, да, я на правах, не знаю, Серика забрал, как типа ведущий. Я не мог это не сказать. Поэтому, да, благодарности, да, и все. Спасибо большое. Да, Досум.
Спасибо большое Алиму Хамитову.